You would not be able to walk after that. There's no chance. We're watching the Daredevil oneer. This scene's great because...
Thank you to today's sponsor, ExpressVPN, for bringing you this episode. Stay tuned at the end to learn how to get 3 months free.
What's up, guys? Hey, welcome back to another episode of Stuntmen React. We are joined by Eric Linden, master stunt coordinator, stunt extraordinaire. He's got the flips, he's got the kicks. Welcome. Welcome back.
Eric's gonna give us a bunch of great insights, some really cool scenes from movies, some things you may not have known.
We're gonna be educated today.
All right, let's get to it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. Beat. Oh, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
By the way, when the buildings explode, there's literally dummies on stands in front, and you can see them very clearly. You can see the stand on the back of the guy. I miss old school pyrotechnics like this. I wanted to be a pyrotechnic, actually, was my first thing when it came to movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, being a pyrotechnician was like my main drive. I got close enough.
I definitely watched this like on VHS back when I was younger. Watching it now, like they actually are doing like some really good stunt work. Those dudes diving out of that car, like literally they're like, okay, so you're gonna ride in this car, we're gonna do a small pipe ramp and just bail when you feel it's right.
Yeah, try not to die.
This is another trend that like luckily is like just gone away, is people just kind of like doing the like when they get hit, like
yeah. How dedicated is your paramilitary force to still fight back against one man when he's murdered half your squad? Oh
yeah, each one of them's like, I'm the guy.
This guy does the most graceful twist.
They're like, we need a gymnast to take a grenade hit. There's an air ram.
Oh, there they are.
I see it.
Wow, they're just blatantly in the frame. What's an air ram?
Air ram's like almost like a reverse bear trap, where this thing is closed like this, and when the guy steps on it, it hits a switch, and a pneumatic opens like that. He gets catapulted through the air.
And you've done air ram hits before, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you ever worry about like your legs buckling out from under you?
100%. If you hit it and you're kind of not like locked out, like not with your knee locked out, but your quad completely flexed, it will just buckle your leg. And I mean, there's been cases where people have, their legs have buckled, right? And they've gone up in the air, so then they would land back on it and fire them off of it. It's almost like a dinosaur thing that they don't really do anymore, because they weren't really wiping wires in this. Now when we would, a guy goes flying down the hill or Batman throws him across the thing, you're gonna use wire work to get him there. And you can wipe the wire so easily now, it's almost not worth it. You're gonna end up erasing the air ram later anyway.
Yeah. Now, air rams might be dinosaur technology, but I love me some dinosaur special effects. So, you guys may have seen me get lit on fire by Eric Linden. If you guys want to see me launch off of an air ram, through the air, maybe off of a cliff, please leave a comment down in the comments section. Let's get back to the video.
I really love that type of like the squibs and stuff like that. That's just like the filmmaking that was the way they always used to do it. Like, I'm not like a big fan of like CG unless it's used very subtly.
I mean, I think when it comes to like showcasing danger and like human talent, when you get computers involved in that, when you're trying to actually show the feat of grace or strength or bravery, adding CG to that takes away from that aspect of it, because there's still a bit of reality in films. When somebody's going to do a crazy motorcycle jump or a triple flip crash into like a wall, you still, I think it's important to like recognize the reality of having a human really go out there and put themselves on the line to do that shot, and CG can really take away from that.
This is Rob Roy. This scene's great. This is really what these people kind of went through. You would have a duel. You kind of assume like there's some, click clack and somebody gets stabbed and they die. However, oftentimes you wouldn't die. You would just kind of get picked apart and start to bleed to death, which makes your energy wear down. You're dealing with pain, and if you get hit in the wrong spot, like, you may not be able to use your arm or use it properly. You know, he's been struck in his sword arm, so he uses his other arm to like hold up that arm. It's just like a small detail that they did a really great job with. When you like look at something like the Phantom Menace, you know, you can pick apart parts where they're just completely not aiming at each other's vital parts. They're not aiming for their head, and they're kind of making blocks out in the middle of nowhere, right? I may thrust way over here off to the side because I want your sword to come to block it so that I can then in turn come around and cut at your throat. See how Liam hits the sword?
Yeah.
Because you can hit the flat part of it without cutting your hand. It's real quick, but that's kind of some of the stuff, like, as a fight coordinator, when you can find those little things, it just isn't what everybody else is gonna do. Yeah, it's not the most flashy thing in the world, but as far as like really feeling and those beats in between that kind of like build the tension, and the hero you've been watching the whole time is like clearly losing.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I mean, he loses.
Neither asked nor given.
But that arrogance got the better of him.
Oh, that's what you get for being pompous.
So I think this does a great job is just showing a real sword fight, like just how brutal it truly was.
So we actually looked at the stats for these videos, and like 60% of the viewers who watch these videos aren't subscribed to the channel.
They're not subscribed?
Yeah, there's like 60% of the people that watch aren't subscribed.
Bullshit! I'll find you and subscribe you myself.
I will find you. And I will
Subscribe.
you.
We're watching the Daredevil oneer. This scene in particular, I think it's like perfect. And also my good buddies are the ones that did it, so like it's fantastic. He goes into the door. That's Charlie, the actor. Door closes, stunt double comes out. Stunt double is Chris Brewster. It's a fantastic way of using the Texas switch. Actor goes behind a barrel, out a door, without cutting. The stunt double comes out. Stunt double then does whatever it is that he needs to do, goes behind a pole or some sort of obstacle, and the actor has now moved into the correct position. He gets up, continues on. Another thing I think they did a really good job of in Daredevil as a whole is he'll do spinny, flippy type of things, but that's inherently the character of Daredevil that was portrayed in the comics and everything. And the stunt coordinator did an amazing job doing these flips in like a manner that made sense. It wasn't like gratuitous. It seemed to work within the flow of the choreography.
I love how he comes off the wall there.
Yeah, he's exhausted, yeah. I think they do a great job of kind of like some of the stuff that they did in Rob Roy. The hero is getting tired. You know, he's not superhuman per se, although he is like a highly trained guy. You know, he's taken some hits. You can see that. He's not always making the perfect move, and sometimes he pays for it.
Yeah, I love it when you see a little bit of vulnerability from the heroes.
Stunt double goes back into the door, and then of course the actor comes back out and finishes the scene. People always wonder if that hallway scene that we just saw is a true oneer, and the answer is yes. I think they did it 12 times, and they ended up using, I think, the 10th or 11th one. So this one is another famous Daredevil oneer. They use camera wipes to create this oneer. So it is not a true oneer, but they were able to kind of up the ante. They're real slick because they were doing wipes where you could barely even tell.
Whoa.
CG chain.
Yeah.
Thump. Little wire work there.
Dude, that's sketchy. What?
Yeah, the stairs are all padded. They put Insulite on every single staircase. Charlie, who plays Daredevil, is a fantastic fighter. He did a ton of his own fighting. He's amazing. I fought him on the rooftop. You know, he kind of like gives me a push kick, and I'm like, dude, just give it to me.
Oh, man.
And this dude hits so hard. The next day, I woke up and literally had a footprint bruise on my chest. He's a great actor and a phenomenal fighter.
So this is one of our most commented on movies to talk about. Please leave a comment below if there's something you would love to see us react to talk about. We love reading them, it's great inspiration. So please do not hold back. All right.
I'm a big fan of like the little pauses where they're letting tension build, they're sizing each other up, or stuff like when Qui-Gon sits and meditates while Maul wants to just tear him apart. Like,
It's like good pacing, good contrast, you know?
yeah, it's great.
I'm just waiting for somebody to grab like a hot pan and like throw it at a dude. Boom. Oh, is he going through the glass?
True! That's awesome.
Oh, my ligaments! My ACL!
Dude, you would not be able to walk after that. There's no chance. Doesn't it make you wonder why he didn't do that to begin with?
Yeah.
Did he feel like he was losing and he decided to pull that out though?
I think so.
Or was he just sick of it?
It's like, okay, I've gotten through 2 windows and a couple wine bottles now.
Yeah.
So in the part where he traps his leg, I noticed they're using the dropped frame technique, which is a great way to add some punch to your shots when you're doing action movies. If you watch the movement of his feet here, every frame things kind of move the same distance. Like his foot moves from here to here, then here to here, then here to here. It's an equal movement. Boom. You'll notice his foot jumps twice the distance it's been moving every other frame. You can just cut out that one frame of acceleration, and it just makes an impact sell so much harder. Oh, now it hurts.
Okay.
He's like, that one. Oh.
Ooh, I love those kind
what
of
a great
throws.
hit. And I mean, I think that's Eco just literally, I think they just pad up a little bit and they go for it. I think these guys are clearly like true savages.
How long do you think it took for them to film that?
Probably a week,
A week?
at least.
That'd be
right?
really fast, I feel like.
If you're only doing the fighting and you've already prevised everything.
Oh, yeah.
Because I believe that director does something very specific where he shoots for the edit. Like he kind of knows like, I need this much for this shot. And I think it's because they previs it a lot so that then they shoot just what they need. You know, just like that bottle thing where he goes boom and blocks the bottle. If you already know where you're going and you know if that works, you know you're just using that one beat of it. So they could have very well shot that once and been done.
Another thing that stands out to me about this action scene that really says how well designed it is that they are against a bright white background and their silhouettes are easy to read. Now there's a trend in Hollywood movies to have guys in black fighting guys in black against dark black backgrounds and you can't really follow the action. Whereas in this scene, it's way more easy to follow.
Hey guys, welcome back to Brand Guy Reacts to Bad and Great Brands. I've got Nico here with me, I've got Clint. Guys, thanks for being here today. Let's just jump into it and see what we got today.
ExpressVPN is a premium virtual private network service.
Oh man, ExpressVPN. Dude, I love these guys. Not only have they been a huge sponsor of the show for a really long time, but they're also a sponsor of today's episode. I mean, oh, stop right there. Yeah, as you know, they have like first class internet privacy protection. Yeah, I definitely recognize that, yeah. Now guys, as you know, without a VPN, all of your internet browsing data can be tracked by ISPs, cell phone providers, companies, and guess what, hackers. So huge props to ExpressVPN for protecting people out there as they do their daily searches. Did you have anything you wanted to say about this, Nico?
The IP address you use is one of thousands.
Yeah, can you go frame by frame? This is one of my favorite parts. So you see, what they did is they made ExpressVPN available in over 94 countries, which means no matter where you are in the world, you basically get the fastest speeds out of any VPN service provider. And they also gave you 24/7 customer service so you can get help whenever you need it. Oh, and they made browser extensions available for things like Chrome and Safari. So it's super easy to use when you're just browsing around on the net. You can get a subscription for less than $7 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. All you have to do is go to expressvpn.com/corridorcrew. Nico, come on, man. You know how to spell it. It's right there on the monitor. You just go to expressvpn.com/corridorcrew, and you can get 3 months free when you sign up for a year. But anyway, that's about the end of the episode. So if you guys want to see us react to any other brands, just let us know in the comments below. We'll be going through them.
Everyone, thank you for watching. If you happen to be active on Reddit, we actually have a Corridor subreddit, r/corridor. There'll be a link down in the description. It's a great way to get in touch with us, to leave requests. Of course, you can leave a comment in this video, but it's just another avenue to communicate with us. Also, if you're interested in getting into stunts, Eric actually has like a frequently asked questions thing that he's put together that answers a lot of those questions. It's really good info. But otherwise, if you just have really cool scenes you want to talk about, or just want to tell him good job, he's a badass, you can go and follow him at Eric Linden.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for having me, guys. Love doing these. Appreciate it.